The chokehold that this book currently has on me. I'm cute. I can't. Oh no. I'm okay. It's a sad book. There's so many ways this could go wrong. It's like a train wreck. Okay guys, I need you to hear me out because I tried. I tried to start reading last night. Saving 6. I did. I technically started. But it occurred to me that we start back in like 1999. I'm pretty sure the previous book was set in 2005. I'm not gonna have Gimpsy. I'm gonna also be hearing about their whole family crap all over again. I'm pretty sure Gimpsy is the one that got me through that previous set of books. I know that he's on the other side of this, so I know I need to like keep going. But anyway, moral is I'm having a hard time picking it up. But I was like, you know what? Music sometimes gets me in the vibe. I was like, okay, cool. Well, maybe music is the way through. And so I found a playlist and I'm just going through it. And I'm hoping maybe seeing some of the songs is going to like motivate me a little bit to keep going. So this is what we have. We have Iris. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm crying already. Good. Daddy issues. Wish you were sober. Okay, whoever did this playlist is dirty. This is what the drugs are for. Good. Nobody gets me. Champagne problems. My tears ricochet. Oh, come on. Oh, clean? That's promising. Okay, hold on. Wait, what? Why is this here? Who's this is about a 16-year-old. No, he's younger than that. Who's Scotty and why does he not know? Okay, this is like my childhood. Well, look, this has not helped, I don't think. I do think an immersive read could be handy. Just have that playlist going on in the background as I read. I don't know. Oh, send help. Hello, can you hear me? Okay guys, we're doing it. We're in. We're 175 pages in, so we're making progress. Today's a bed rot day. I'm on day 2 of my cycle, TMI. But yeah, just feel like a bus hit me, so we're gonna be in bed pretty much all day, and this feels like a good way to spend the day. So far, my immediate thoughts are, 1, I'm already falling in love with these two, so I don't know what I was worried about. Chloe Walsh did such a good job with Donnie and Shannon. I don't know why I thought that I wasn't going to be keen on this, but I am. We're into it. Number 2, I think I had seen a little bit online. People were not happy with this book in particular because the extreme sexuality, I guess, of this book when it is set like there in first year there. I'm trying to do the math. So it starts off when they're 13 and like builds. And I think that was the biggest critique a lot of people had, was they're so young and very sexualized. Immediately when I read it, I was like, wow, hold on, wait, what? So far it's been fairly tame, but I can see what people are talking about, but I also think authors talking to like difficult topics get so much crap. And I think it's really hard to sit here and judge and be like, she shouldn't be writing about that. You have to turn it on the head and be like, why are they talking about this? Why has she chosen to do it in this way? Why has she chosen to over-sexualize these kids? But it's just interesting, and I think if we can like take it away from right, wrong, blah, 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 it's like privilege, and like we all can hear this, be like, yeek, and what are we doing to change it? Okay, so we don't like it, we're not a fan of it, what are we doing to change it? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, also the 90s vibes are just, they're killing me. It's like my childhood. Nokia 3310. I just can't. There was mention of something else the other page as well. What was it? Oh, he's playing Snake on his Nokia. I was not like these children. I was just genuinely playing Snake on my phone. So it's giving. I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, well, that went quick. I think I left you when I was like 100 pages in. I'm done. This book is, I don't know, such a quick read. It almost reads like a novella as like a little break in between the two, or the, no, not the two. It feels like you're reading a novella after the first two, but before you get to the fourth. It's the best way I can describe it. I love her. Aoife is the best character. She is like giving Gibbsy. Like, I was a little bit worried that no, okay, not the rest, not the same, but I don't know, just her character is like so strong. She's quite witty, very funny. They have like this like cute little banter thing going on for them, very different to Claire and Gibbsy banter, but just like banter nonetheless. And they just have this like very sweet relationship that's also messy, but like not in a bad way messy. Anyway, I love that. I loved them. But we're done. Then I've just kicked off this morning, and bloody Joey's trying to be good and like quit, and freaking Gibbsy and Huey show up being like, yo, we've heard that you are into drugs. Can you deal us some? And so he's a bit of a twat and goes to a party and yada, yada, yada. So it's not looking good. But anyway, while we're there, we're getting some backstory. So now we've got all the boys from Tommen back. And I think we're going to see a lot more of them in this story. This is the biggest book. This is chunky. I think it's like 800 pages. And like big pages too. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to get into that today. But yeah, we started to see like a little bit behind the scenes. We're seeing like Huey and Lizzie had like a bit of a chat. And then we got a little bit of the behind the scenes there. Her and Joey had a bit of a chat, which was interesting. And we kind of found out about Lizzie. So Lizzie's already with Huey at the beginning of this. So they've been messing around for a long time, which is interesting. So anyway, I'm going to get back into that today, and I will keep you updated. Probably a lot more than I did for this one, because that one just flew by. Oh, also, so I remember how I was listening to the soundtrack. I'm actually listening to it right now. Like the playlist, sorry, for these books. Sometimes playlists for books are like hit or miss, but these are very on point. And I realized yesterday that at the back of every book, there's actually like a playlist recommendation. So she has literally written a list of songs to listen to. Anyway, I thought that was really fun. And that's why it like hit so hard, because the author literally came up with the songs. It's kind of cool. From the start, it was only tears. From the start, there was no you and me. Our first single breath was the shortest one. This is pure Eva. She's like, now tell me you love me. I love you. The words flew off my tongue in record time. Say it again. I love you. How much? A lot. Taking my hand in hers, she led me to the dance floor like the habit of a lifetime. I followed after her, knowing that this girl was by far my greatest addiction. I think that really just like captures the entirety of the previous book, honestly, is his addiction that he's battling with the drugs. Will it win out over his addiction with her? Since he was 12. So freaking cute. So adorable, much affordable. You enter my pores. You take a right to my chest with new drawers. You excess me. Now we stay awake. I don't know what it is about this book, but the sixes, for some reason, I just am not picking up the camera to talk And there's like a lot going on, but there's also not a lot going on. Maybe that's why. It's a Daisy hates Magnolia Parks situation. We're just seeing it all from the other side, from Joey's perspective. And yes, we were correct. You know, I was like, he didn't. Did she say, and the, da-da-da? What about the baby? That's my suspicion. I said, and the baby? Yeah. Yeah. Which, to be honest, if I had just even looked at the cover of the book, I would have seen. Which, what a giveaway. Who puts that on a cover art? Unless that's the premise. Unless we knew that's what we were getting in for and I was just getting way too excited about something that was really, really obvious. But anyway, we are... Yeah, I'm halfway through this bad boy. Honestly, there's not been a bunch to discuss because, yeah, I kind of feel like I already know what's going on. And a lot of what we just have been like figuring out is stuff that, like, I guess there was one thing I read last night that was horrific, like horrible, that I did not see coming. And I was shocked. So shocked and pretty horrified, to be honest. So I was pretty unimpressed with that. Not because of Chloe, but just these characters. What you doing? Let's just say I hate Teddy even more than I already did, if that was possible. So pretty happy for him to burn and die in a fire pretty soon. Sorry. So insensitive, but also accurate. Yeah, no, look, like, we're going through it. This boy, he's 18. Man, boy, whatever you want to call him. I'm sorry. There is just something very sweet about, like, he's been raising these kids since he was 12. And now he's, like, being confronted with fatherhood, even though originally when Aoife was trying to tell him about it, they tried to tell him a bunch of different times, he was like, I would rather lay down in traffic than have a child. And she's like, cool, no worries, that's fine. Meanwhile, she's actually pregnant. And yeah, so, but when he does actually find out, he handles it so beautifully. And it's just all his own crap. Like, he doesn't want to have a kid because he sees, there was this really sweet scene actually where he was like, oh, like, we're gonna, like, have our future together. And she's like, really? Like, you've never talked about the future before? Like, what do you see? And he's like, oh, look, like, we'll get our own place and, like, we'll be parents. And she's like, I'm sorry, what? I thought you didn't want kids. And he's like, no, we'll it's me plus the 4. Like, it's a four-person deal. And she's like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. And then I sat down and read all day yesterday. And then a little bit of today. It's now the afternoon. I think I'm going to go take myself on a walk. I'm going to keep listening. And in no time, we're going to be up to Taming 7. Anyway, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to keep listening, reading, listening, all of the above. And I will share more thoughts because I think everything's going to hit the fan.
It's a lonely road to travel on. It's a heavy loss.
I take it back. Aoife and Gibbsy are not my favourite animal. Joey and Gibbsy. Do I sense a friendship loading? Okay, we've just hit the birthing scene. She's just, like, started having contractions. Please tell me that Gibbsy comes. This is my prediction. I'm putting it in. It is safe to say that now that Gibbsy is back, the sadness has been balanced out. We're good. We're back.
Now I finally think I found the one to guide me through the storm.
this book is, yeah. Look, am I having a mental health crisis because I'm just having a mental health crisis, or am I having a mental health crisis because I'm reading this book? I don't know. Look, I don't look up triggers. I probably should start doing that and like go into them with a little bit more grace than I'm currently doing, because I'm just going into books a little willy-nilly without looking at the trigger warnings. But yeah, so that's about how we're doing. Joey's in therapy. We learned something about Lizzie yesterday. There was a scene with Lizzie coming to Joey. I broke a little bit, which made me a little bit nervous. I feel like I've had so many little drips and drabs of Lizzie's story that I'm like, I'm very nervous to read her book, because she seems very, like there's a lot going on in her life that we don't even know. No, not even the half of, I suspect. She is giving sad girl vibes. So yeah, we're like getting drips and drabs, and I'm a little bit nervous to read Releasing 10. I might need to take a little break before I read that. I did look up the timeline, because I've been having trouble with this whole timeline thing, but essentially most of them apparently all take place within the same year. Do wonder if we could have like had them all concurrent. Like I really wonder what it would be like to tandem read, like I don't know if I can do that to myself, but I feel like that would be fascinating to read it jumping between the chapters. So like read their perspectives and then jump back to Shani and John. I like wonder if that would work. And I always wonder this. I always wonder with like duologies from different perspectives, or like interconnected standalones, if you could have done it just as well by like putting them all together. The major issue obviously is like lack of connection, because you're jumping between so many different characters. But in this specific instance, I wonder if it could have worked. Because I must say, I do feel like I really am just like dragging to relive everything. Look, has she done such a fantastic job of like painting a picture of what it's like to go through addiction? Hell yeah. Mental health crud? Yeah. She nailed that one on the head. Therapists hate to see this book coming. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna keep listening. I don't know if this is good for me. Let's keep going. These books. Oh, God. Deals with some like pretty mature themes. And like now I'm understanding why some people have argued like, oh, this is not meant for kids, like yada yada, but like how important some of these conversations are, and like how she's woven them into the story. Just like the kinds of things that kids need to learn, you know, like put it in the context of a hard situation. Sure, that sucks. Is it extreme? Yeah. But like she's dealing with like consent, which I think we could all do with a little bit more of in this world, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go back to crying. Okay, there are a few people in this book that I thought would ever deserve a redeeming arc. Did not see this one coming. But Paul, boy, did he do good. Like, was not expecting that at all. Boy owned up to all of his crap. Oh, the line where he was like, I'm listening to it, so I don't remember the exact words, but it's like, I'm gonna have to find it for you. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to start crying again. Oh. Maybe before they moved on, someone wanted to make sure that his first love had a fighting chance with her first love. It's giving Notebook. It's giving, I can't remember his name, but the guy, and he's like, go be with him. It's giving that. So fucking cute. Good job, Paul. Okay, so here's the thing. We've finished. Also, I'm washing my hair. It's my hair wash day, so this is why it looks like this. We're oiling, okay? But anyway, we finished this last night. The epilogue came like a freaking brick wall. Did not see that coming. There was like, I don't know what the last chapter was. It was like everything was really sweet and it was all coming together. And Joey got gifted the money. Aoife's now going to go to school with them. And he has this little... I was like getting all of the feels from Adele. And I was like, oh, she's going to like organize for him to have like his own place. And they did, and it's adorable. And then the epilogue was Shannon coming to visit them in the little outhouse thingy. So cute. Anyway, so I finished this and I was like, no worries, no problem. I'm going to go straight into the next book. It was not that late and I was like ready to keep going. But the thing is, I picked this one up, okay? And I was like, because we know how long I've been excited for this book. Since book 1, I have been excited for this book. So I picked it up and I was like, hell yeah, let's get into it. And I read the back and then I took pause because I was a little bit concerned, okay? It said, she's the quintessential sunshine girl. He's the lovable class clown. We know. We love him. But storm clouds are rolling in and this Tommen boy is about to get serious. What do you mean? What do you mean he's about to get serious? No, that's...